First, the top news headlines. Lukosaijo acquitted in multi-crore drug seizure case. Congress aches by failed Kamjong District Cabinet meeting. $24,010 fresh coronavirus cases in India, tally at 99.35 lakh. And 3 active members of NRFM arrested with weapons. A very good evening. Welcome to Times of Manipur. This is HARIPRIYA TONGBRAM. Before giving you the news in details, let's see the COVID awareness. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. And now the news in details. Special Court ND and PS Lamfelpat Imphal Judge W. Tonan Meite today acquitted former ADC chairman Lukosaijo in the infamous multi-crore drug seizure case. Lukosaijo was arrested by a team of Narcotics and Affairs of Border NAF led by Officer T.H. Brinda from his residential quarter located at Langol in Imphal in 2018 along with a huge catch of drugs, and since then he had been in judicial custody. However, 2 accused in the drug case were convicted by the court. There are Tungkhant Mungjo, alias Eric, aged 19 years, and Thangmin Lunjo, aged 30 years. The sentence hearing will take place on December 21 in the concerned court. The sentence hearing will take place on December 21 in the concerned court. The NAF team had seized over 4 kg of heroin and 28 kg of WY amphetamine tablets worth around Rs 27 crore in the international market, apart from recovering Rs 57 lakh and 18,000 in cash from the residential quarter of Lukosaijo. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC spokesperson K. Megachandra today lambasted the BJP-led government in Manipur for failing to hold a planned cabinet meeting in Kamjong district. Addressing media at the Congress Bhawan in Imphal, Megachandra said the incumbent government has openly announced that the law and order situation in the state has significantly improved, but it has failed to hold the cabinet meeting. He said it is a stain on the history of Manipur. Megachandra claimed that the cabinet meeting was dropped after opposition from a civil society organization, but the reason is unknown. The Congress MLA urged the government to fix a fresh date for project inauguration program and foundation stone laying ceremony in Kamjong. He also said the cabinet meeting should be held in Kamjong district at the earliest.
Opposition party ke madi laibak parjasi ki yauri bani go to hill cyber mission je, it is a government policy maramaduna masida pending le hori ba thabak mayam sing se athu bada matam lepiyo athu ba matam da cabinet pham gane hai ki ba matam do iza jamna soi laibak asigi state asigi thuna Kamjong district ta amuk phambiyo foundation stone hungada ba mayam sing se hunbiyo sanga ga da ba mayam sing se sanga biyo civil society ki organization ki dictate ta chatpi ganu the law and the order improved tore high grade lokthukre mifam kayada high grabani law and order parabani aduna marbarkanda athu matamda Kamjong da cabinet mifam se amuk phambiyu ए सिटीज सरकार सिने चथरी पाइर का थेम गिरा अदगी पैकेज पीगेरा खोरमदना हाइजबीगेरा बीजेपी सरकारना कामजोंगदा अमुक कैबिनेट मिफम से फंबियो.
In media query, MLA Mega Chandra said that acquitting former ADC chairman Lukho Saijo in a multi-crore drug seizure case by a NDPS court today has rendered meaningless for the government's war against drugs. He also said the masses are well aware about involvement of high-profile politicians and high-ranking police officials in this case. He said that Congress, along with civil society bodies, will launch a protest to demand befitting punishment for Lukho Saijo.
Manipur Sarkar ki high ranking officer sing high profile team of the BJP yaui haidana aikoi si war mayam ama Congress versus BJP aikoi leigi bane aba madu leina haujik amuk maksi masi thadokre na haibase war against drugs si karino masigi arthar leiribra.
India recorded 24,010 fresh COVID-19 cases today, while the national recovery rate stood at over 95%, according to data updated by the Union Health Ministry today. According to a media report, India's coronavirus case lot mounted to 93.35 lakh, with 24,010 infections being reported in a day, while the deaths rose to 1,44,451, with 355 new fatalities, the data updated at the 8 a.m. today said. There are 33,22,366 active coronavirus infections in the country, which constitute 3.24% of the total case lot, the data stated. Meanwhile, Professor Randeep Guleria, the chief of Delhi's prestigious All India Institute of Medical Sciences, told media yesterday that it could take up to 6 months before a sufficient number of people could be vaccinated to break the chain of coronavirus transmission, and another 6 months before life could get close to pre-COVID days. Imphal West District Police has tightened security in Imphal in view of increasing threat, transportation of weapons and extortion activities. Earlier, the police received information about presence of some cadres belonging to National Revolutionary Front of Manipur (NRFM) in and around Sagolban Bijoy Govinda Thangapat. The police later arrested 3 active members of NRFM from their residences. They have been identified as Ahibam Ningol Furai Lakpam Ongbi Mamta Devi, age 37 years, wife of Furai Lakpam Kingson Sarma of Sagolban Mainu Lerak, whose permanent address is Sagolban Bijoy Govinda Thangapat, Nga Sekpam Mocha Singh, age 47 years, son of El Nga Sekpam Ning Themjau Singh of Urembam Awang Laikai, and Ning Thousam Ningol Nga Sekpam Ombi Susila Devi, age 46 years, of Urembam Awang Laikai. The trio admitted that they are working under the command of Self-Styled Finance Secretary Nongpok Nganba alias W of Nongren Village. The NRFM cadres also revealed that they involved in planting an IED at Naya Hotel located at Moirang Bazar in June 2020 last, and extortion activity. The police team recovered 32 pistols loaded with live rounds, 51.32 ammunition, 1 demand note of NRFM signed by Self-Styled Finance Secretary Nongpok Nganba, 3 Chinese hand grenades and 2 mobile phones from the possession of Nga Sekpam Mocha Singh. The arrested along with the seized items were handed over to Imphal Police Station. Meanwhile, a team of Imphal East Commando operations under the supervision of Additional Superintendent of Police Imphal East Roni Mayengbam arrested a cadre of proscribed UNLF at Pungdongbam area this afternoon. The commando team recovered 2 AK-47 rifles, 4 magazines, 2 pistols, 1 remote control device, 3 remote control circuits, 2 batteries, AK-47 ammunition, and 1 pistol sources set. Now let's take a short commercial break. Do stay tuned for more updates.
Saglon Ama Lagliba December Taramapan English Singani Supnakun Thang Janumit Numidang Pung Taret Makai Taba Matamda Saklonama Thoramasida Puduna Lakcheragani Lamdamasi Saknairaba Sakpa Raj Ilamba Miam Gitamu Sumatpang Amlaba Konjel Galoinana Miam Napambi Sekaya Kudol Tamjaragani Numidasida Apam Bese Sing Kanbinaba Amadi Wari Wataikaya Sabi Honaba Aikogi number 7629943543 the call to below.
It's a historic moment for Indian cricket team.
History will be rewritten on Sony Sports when King Kohli and team play their first overseas pink ball day and night test against Australia. Watch Australia versus India first test 17th December 8:30 AM onwards only on Sony Sports channels.
Lamjingbo Finance na COVID-19 na thogal liba khudong chadba mayam si usiraga collateral security yautana document changdana yamna komo mongda loan fanganjergani shahida sunatagi chada tarani thoigi interest rate tap business loan against property vehicle loan commercial equipment loan commercial vehicle loan ki khudong chaba pisari han loan lawi ki basing su wana gu makhal gi loan asi lawi ki khudong chaba pisagani akupa marol gi ma contact to biro Lamjingbo Finance Nagamapal contact number 7085-831-502 Natraga 9862-629-399.
Welcome back. A one-day political conference was held to mark the completion of 6 years of National Democratic Alliance NDA government led by Narendra Modi at Galnam Lenthol Ground, Moray today. BJP Manipur Pradesh President Professor S. Tikendra Singh, AST Morcha Manipur Pradesh President Langai Jai Kamai, Rajya Sabha MP Maharaj Leisimba Sana Jauba, AST Morcha Vice President J. Khongsai and several BJP workers attended the event organized by BJP ST Morcha Mori. Maharaj Leisimba Sana Jauba during the program helped the BJP government for taking up a slew of development works for the welfare of the people. Leisimba Sana Jauba said that the people now heave a sigh of relief and have a sense of security unlike before.
Sri Narendra Modi na lusingba Sri Narendra Modi gumba Prime Minister ma center da leiba aduga akhoi state ki oina Sri N Biren gumba Chief Minister ama leiba adu dagi amu party rom di yengana center da akhoi JP Nada gumba party ki president ama leiba aduga akhoi state na ayoja Sri S Tikendra gumba mana president orga leiba matam haibase akhoi Manipur ki damakta di mase yamna laiba phaba aduga masigi manungsida akhoi gi tahogadaba akhoi na sahi kya soiraga lakpa sahi kya mengkhpa gamdra lakpa mayam do sigi matam sida akhoi se thamoi tingthokna raga state sigi damakta akhoi kudimak thawuk to boi matam ado chap chaba matam ni haibase ai sumana thamjai.
BJP Manipur Pradesh President Professor S. Tikendra said that Manipur has witnessed lots of positive changes now because of the BJP government at the center led by Narendra Modi.
भारत की प्रजा कोटि सामग कुंथरास है सिकी तमक्त एनडीए गवर्नमेंट सिना बीजेपी ने लुसिंग सरकार सिना बीजेपी के लुसिंग बोरिबा भारत के प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ना मागी कैबिनेट कलिक्सिंग मागे सरकार दुक लोइना भारत के प्रजा कोटि सामग कुंथरास के तमक्त करी तौखबगे हाइबदु नैना बने अदुगुंबा इंप्लीमेंट तौखिबा स्कीम साम यांखैदो मदुना भारत की प्रजा कोटि कयामुक्त कान बपी है मी मकल कयामुक्ता अंगांगी तमक्ता लुपीगी तमक्ता अहनगी तमक्ता पेंसिल फंगपगी तमक्ता लुखराबीगी तमक्ता पोलक्त्रिबा अंगांग भावबगी तमक्ता.
Konthausam Govindas today took charge as President of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC. Govindas replaced M. Okendro, who handed over the charge to him in the presence of Congress Working Committee member Gekangam and other party leaders. The Bin People's Revolutionary Party of Kangleipak, Pripak today said the outfit has no any connection with Assam Dinesh. A Pripak release said that Dinesh had worked against the Red Army on many occasions. Under the Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat, social worker Soraisam Ongi Sagolsem KB today handed out Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana PMGAY JAY health cards to underprivileged residents of Kodompokpi Gram Panchayat in 21 Nauria Pakhang Lakpa constituency. The health cards were distributed at Chumthang Sanapung within Langthabal. ASKB distributed PMJAY cards to 108 households. KB said that PMJAY cards were distributed today for the first phase and that the remaining beneficiaries of the Gram Panchayat area will get the cards in the second phase.
PMG card Europa Zaga gi ayam basi hana khangkachara akanda Nauriagi oina timing ama yengjaraga ehakna mafam dugi sensa ngasi kudongpopi gi tawliba sumaina matam ama yengjarakanda ehak su soidana Nauriagi apunbagi oina tawjarakani dubu mafam gi oina tawjage sina su hena chayena de aduga card sagiba masingsu nakhai sengna yoropodi masi sina hena phagadrana aina su khanjai simaksu sumaina su tawjage.
Some morning joggers found a body early this morning at a spot between Bhuvan Brickfield and oil pump under Kaching police station. The deceased has been identified as Khetrimayum Krishnammohan, is 55 years son of Manicho of Kaching Makha Lekai Sabal. Sources believe he was killed in a hit and run accident. The deceased family said that Krishnammohan left home around 4 a.m. to take morning walk. The body has been sent to Jennings Morgue for post-mortem. A team of Kaching police registered a case over the incident. Here we have another short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
Lamdamusida ihan hanbo oina miyam da kangla water gate 20-liter jar supna tagi lupa tara da fangan jargani. Loina half-liter bottle tara mangana saba pekta supna tagi lupa humputra mangada fangan jari. Kudong chaba si factory da laktuna lobidawa yagani. Ako pamorol gidamak lengsin bidau Kangla Water Maibo Khul Mamang Lekai Imphal S 795002 Aikogi contact number 8257888737.
Ehaki ipuribana COVID-19 gi layong ulagpadagi test tawrubada positive oiramle. Nakna laiminarubana ehak su test tawrubada positive oiramle. Aikhoina home isolation tawbagi ayaba phanglo matungda doctor na hidak amasung isagi oxygen level check tawnabagi damakta oximeter pibirakhi. Home isolation da lairingai da aigi ipuroibagi oxygen level nemtharakpadagi Jennings Hospital da pukhatkhi. Positive oibagi certificate paibana amuk hanna test tawdana matam manghandana makha taba layeng chathakhi. Asumna anganba matamda test tawthoktuna matam chana layeng hobana laina asidagi thuna phagatpa ngamhaure amasung aigi imung manung busu laina asidagi ngakthokpa ngamhaure.
Laihau haurakpadagi COVID-19 oiramgadra haina singnabadagi test tawba laksabani adubu laibak phavana negative oiramle. Miyamsu isada COVID-19 gi layong ubiragadi soidana test tawthokpiyu nababu lotlaga thambiganu.
Lepa leitana sandorakliba COVID-19 thingnanaba test tawthokpa yamna maru oi. Karigumbada positive oirabasu matam chana layeng horabadi laina asina sokchandringaida adombu kanmangamgani. COVID-19 gi layong utramaksu positive oiramba yai haina jingnaba lairabadi soidana test tawthokpiyu. COVID-19 gi symptom laina test tawthoktana laisanba matamda isada nattana imung manunggi miyoising amasung kairo lekai gi miyoisingsu khudong thiba tholakpa yai.
COVID-19 gi layong sing haibadi lok laiho khanau naba manam maha phauraktawa khong hamdharakpa amadi nungsa shor hombada warakpa tarabadi sungshoidana athuba matamda test tawthokpigadabani. Positive oiramba tarabasu home isolation tawbiraga government gi maikaidagi vitamins amasung oximeter pizagani loinana haksel gi mari leinaba miyoi ama matam punamakta adongi matengi damak leigani. Kawiraganu chingnababu leibirabadi sungshoidana test tawthokpiyu.
Welcome back. Manipur College Kaching organized a poster campaign on COVID-19 today at Kaching area. The participant held poster that read "Stay protected from corona, no carelessness until there is a cure, wear masks properly, frequently wash hands with soap and maintain social distancing." The campaign rally, which started from Kaching supermarket, concluded at Kaching Kaithel Macha. Teaching and non-teaching staffs of Kha Manipur College, Kakching and traffic personnel took part in the rally. Hand sanitizers were distributed to media persons. Principal of Kha Manipur College, Kakching, Raghu appealed to all the help fight the pandemic by wearing face masks, washing hands frequently with soaps and by maintaining social distance. Agricultural Technology Management Agency, Atma Imphal East District today organized a training program on beekeeping and pineapple cultivation at CD Block Jiribam. Managing Director of Bee Care and Research Center Jiribam, H. Rajan Kumar Singh, and Officer of Block Technology Jiribam, PH Chanam Nikwa, attended the program as the resource persons. H. Rajan Kumar Singh spoke on the beekeeping and honey harvesting, while PH Chanam Nikwa spoke on beekeeping and pineapple cultivation at hillock areas to generate more income for the farmers. Thangmaiban constituency MLA Khumukcham Joykisan today led foundation stone of 0.8 ml capacity overhead tank reservoir and a 0.2 ml capacity emergency service reservoir at Lalambung Makong, Thangmaiban. The project is part of Manipur Water Supply Project (NDB). Tagdo President Pukrabam Chauba Singh, Tagdo Advisor Mutum Rajendra Singh, and LMY VA Takhalambam Lokendra Singh attended the foundation laying ceremony. Speaking at the ceremony, MLA Joy Kisan expressed displeasure over the state government's decision to cancel the winter session. He also said the public must be made aware of all government projects. On the other hand, Joy Kisan lauded the efforts of the government in tackling the COVID-19 situation.
Akoi Lalambung water supply akoi gi sigi reservoir si lor po matam da koi kana ga do u se aduna aina masida thamjani di akoi leiriba lamdam sida leiriba aduga Manipur mya puna masina su contractor sing man pujari labor mayam leiriba mayam se masle da koi nuksiba me am lor ga thabak si apana tawra kanda thuna loisana boin tawse masina kadi da man oi aphabo ne yengjan bari yengjan chi quality control toram daba karke adudi yengse adudi ai samak so dum baw pibiro adum ai anytime lak sake.
Manipur Human Rights Commission MHRC in association with All Manipur Progressive Farmers Association AMPFI today organized a one-day mobile hearing cum farmers audit at the multipurpose hall of Bishnupur Municipal Council. Our correspondent reports that MHRC acting chairperson Khaide Mani attended the program. Representatives of farmers, clubs and associations across the state were present on the occasion. They raised farmers' issues and discussed measures to increase agricultural produce. At the event, Khaide Mani urged all to discourage bans and blockades, saying people can approach MHRC for any issue.
Corruption yaudredi hingmang daba, corruption the base of a capitalist society. Aduki quality chow of a mapon se Manipurda oirina. Adunabu farmers in a body hen at the Kanga de Ghetto, Chairu Suyadrin. Chena Kangmin, Drabanina, IS, IPS, sing the Gehona Kangdrabanina, politicians sing the Gehona Kangdrabanina, Sarkar, Sarkar, Karaman, Sasonta, where they get Kangdrabanina, Lomi the Dikaraman Kangdoriba. Come on, talk there. Lomi Hibam talk there.
Here we have another short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
Now, enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla.
Watch an encounter with Jeet Ningumba. One-to-one discussion and analysis on political,
BJP-led government sigi pandam di kange peace purpose.
Education
phan ngai oja awat pa hapa.
Sports,
sanabung chengwachi sports house ne na leirga yaroi.
Arts and culture.
Art and culture si ekhoi ga thana ba yadraba ekhoi gi
and many more. Every Friday at 7 p.m. only on Times of Manipur. TOMTV. Repeat telecast on every Saturday at 10 a.m. Don't miss it.
Thagatpa Fongdokchari, Haukiba November Gitang Kun Numidang Wairam Pung Taruk Taba Matamda, Langtaba Lep the Tokiba accident Kitogdok to da, Naurim Surchandragi Machanupa, Naurim Bisma, Atopaming Nanau, Catholic School Kanchipurgi School Van Service Tawzariba Mahagna, Laibak Tiba accident Aduda, Yamna Tina Makok the Soktuna, Taduna Leki. COVID-19 ki matam oibana, Kanana Su Hospital da Pukat Pinabami Amata Leki Day. Matamduda, DSP Operation Imphal West ki Sir A. Tomba Amade, Mahaki Timna Asokpadubu Hospital da Pukat Piduna, Laikanaki. Sir A. Tomba Amade Mahaki Timna, Matam Chana Hospital da Pukat Pirambadagi Hauzikte, Bismagi Fibam Kudong Tiningai Oidabada Natana Fagalakle. Masida Vismagi Imung na Tawimal Uchabaga Loinana, Tagat Pafungdok Cheri. Sir Tomba ki Punsida, Tauru Bathabakta, Taibang Mapuna Tauzanbiba Oirasunu Haina, Kurumjari. Tagat Pafungdok Cheriba, Naurim Surchandra Mapa Amadi Imung Manu, Naurim Laikai.
Welcome back. Expansion of Longmai Bazaar is underway at Longmai Namchung Paddy Field under Nonne district. The 2 km in length and 30 feet in wide expansion will connect Longmai 4 Peaceland. The work has been initiated by Longmai Bazaar Board, Longmai Village Authority, Thaubai Village Court, Land Owner and village leaders. A team of 12 battalion NDRF stationed at Imphal West conducted a joint mock exercise on earthquake scenario at Thobal DC office complex today. The mock exercise was held in collaboration with the district administration, relief and disaster management Manipur, local police, fire department, medical department and Thobal NYKS. SHPN Singh, Deputy Commandant, and S.A. Sanjay Prasad Sharma, Assistant Commandant, led the mock exercise. Inspector Hayes Johnson Mar of 12 Battalion of NDRF was the team leader. They demonstrated search and rescue techniques such as line search and helling search techniques. The team also demonstrated first aid techniques such as dressing, bandaging, and splinting. During the mock exercise, the team evacuated 2 live surface victims using 2-man 3-hands techniques by using stretcher. They also demonstrated CSSR techniques and rescue live trapped victims using stretcher from a collapsed structure. The team also evacuated 2 live trapped victims from the terrace using rope rescue techniques. The State Fire Department also demonstrated firefighting techniques. After the mock exercise, the NDRF team led the participants in taking COVID-19 pledge.
I promise to take all this.
Personnel of Khongjom Police Station, led by Officer in Charge K. Santos, conducted a community policing program at Tekcham Ningsing Loop Club, Tekcham Laibung Lekai. The program mainly focused on anti-drug activities. For a 1-week-long anti-drug drive, enhancement of mutual cooperation and intelligence sharing were discussed during the program. Manipur State Commission for Women, MSCW, and 50-bedded integrated Ayush Hospital, Lamfelpa jointly organized a one-day awareness camp distribution of Arsenic Camp Album 30 and Ayush Plus program for women of Ngairong village in Churachandpur district. Chairperson of MSCW, Professor Dr. Mainam Binota, Medical Superintendent of 50-bedded Integrated Ayush Hospital Lamfelpat, Dr. N.G. Mina Devi, Ayush Doctors, Chief of Ngairong village Churachandpur, M. Panpu, Luklakpa, and members of MSCW were present at the event. Awareness on COVID-19 protection and prevention was given to the villagers, and Arsenicum Album 30 and Ayush Plus were distributed to over 100 women. Before we close, let's see the top news headlines once again. Lukosaijo acquitted in multi-crore drug seizure case. Congress irks by Phil Kamjong District Cabinet meeting. $24,010 fresh coronavirus cases in India, tally at 99.35 lakh. And 3 active members of NRFM arrested with weapons. That's all for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us and keep watching Times of Manipur News Update and good night.